Hi, my Libras. So, before we start, I'm going to explain something to you guys. My name is Victoria Violet, by the way. This is my channel, Gypsy Roots Tarot and Travel. Thank you for coming back, my subscribers. I love you so much. And for my new folks, I hope you will stay. If you don't like tarot at all, please don't even watch this video. Just scroll away. Cross watchers, well, some of you are back in my good graces and some of you are still not doing the right thing. With all that said, I want to explain something to you. If you've had readings before, you know this to be true. If you've never had a personal reading by a actual, not a charlatan, but an actual tarot reader that knows what they're doing, then you know that some readings happen right away, and it's happening as we're reading for you. Some will not happen right away. And I'm going to give you an example. And it doesn't pertain to this channel, but I'm just giving it as an example of what can happen at times. So 20 years ago or so, I went to Houston, Texas, and saw this man. He's very famous as a he channels, but he uses cards in a different way, and that's how I learned how to do cartomancy, through watching what he was doing when I would go. Anyway, so he literally told me the name of my twin flame, and I had never, up to that time, believe it or not, and I'm not lying, I think it's weird myself, I had never met anybody with that first name. And that first name is so common, but I'm talking about, I never met anybody on a personal level, romantically, that had that first name. So when he said it, he happened to say the name in front of my daughter. Well, my daughter was, at the time, she was with a person by that name, and she thought he got confused and was talking to her. And he said, no, I'm talking to her. So anyway, fast forward, my youngest child kept calling himself by the person that I was going to meet, and I didn't know that at the time, that he was calling himself by my twin flame's last name. He kept calling himself that, and I would tell him, you don't have a middle name, honey. We never gave you one. He said, yes, that's my name. And he would say it, and then he would say it in a shorter form as well, with just the B and B and going forward. And I was like, this child of mine, you know, maybe he's got an imaginary friend. I don't know, right? Children. My children are gifted to know it. The eldest refuses, thinks it's hogwash. So the younger one really has it, I mean, in spades. And so he's a clear like I am. So fast forward to 17 years later, and I literally did meet my twin flame, and he was the name that that man had given me, and the name that my child the same year kept calling himself. So anyway, to make a long story short, sometimes you have to wait a long time for things to come to pass. I'm not saying that's the way it is on this channel, because I'm not channeling that far in advance, because it's not a personal reading. It's a general reading. But I'm just saying, give it a chance. When you listen to us tarot readers, give it a chance to see if it's going to come to pass for you. Don't just discount it as, no, it's not my reading. No, that's not what's happening. Okay? So anyway, thank you. So let's go. So the first card that came out, whoops, got it backwards. First card that came out for you was the Justice card. So it is a general reading. Some of you will have justice where it comes to romance. Maybe somebody wronged you. Maybe somebody did something horrible to you, and finally you're going to get justice in that. If it didn't work out and you didn't do anything wrong in that relationship. If it's financial, maybe you're going through court. Maybe you're getting child support. Maybe you're paying child support. Maybe you're trying for a settlement of some kind. Maybe a car accident or something where you injured yourself. Whatever it is, guys, you know, sometimes we even forget the things we go through because there's so many experiences we have. The longer that we're on this earth, the more experiences we're bound to have. So sometimes we pray for something to go in our favor, and maybe that even lasts a long time. Whatever it is, something's coming towards you in the form of justice. What I found super interesting and love the fact that you're not only getting justice, but you're getting a brand new way of life. And the way I'm looking at the Fool right now, it's almost like even the outlook of the person who it's going to happen to is changing for the better. Like, almost like what I'm hearing is, I'm going into life and I'm looking at things with a different set of eyes, and I'm going to have an openness to me, and I'm going to experience life, and I'm going to experience like life like I've never experienced it before. I'm hearing, that kind of person that has a renewed vigor within them, a renewed sense of I don't know how to put it. It's just like maybe in the past things didn't work out. Maybe in the past things didn't go the way you wanted it. Or maybe even it's some of that, but it's that you never got to live life on your terms. There's something going on where you're going to start seeing that, this is not so crucial. That is. This is crucial. That's not. So something to that effect, to where things are going to change, shift in your mind even, and you're going to have a different outlook on life. Now, things that are in the Hangman position, for me, it's always a time frame, meaning there is a waiting period. There's a waiting period. I hope my Pandora doesn't come on. There's a waiting period, because I accidentally touched the screen. There's a waiting period for you. During the waiting period, it always feels excruciating, right? Because it's in the army, we always called it the hurry up and wait. We always called it the hurry up and wait. So hopefully that call that's trying to come in, hopefully that call does not cancel my video here, because I've already started this video approximately 3 times. So I'm hoping it doesn't do that. Okay, so what's in the wait is finances. Finances are in the wait. Whether that's a job offer, whether it's a career change, whether you do work of your hands and you have a business and you're waiting for your client or customer to pay you, there's something there that's financial, and that's what you're waiting on. But you're not going to be waiting too long. You got the Empress card. So the Empress is all about opulence, prosperity. If you look down below, there's even a rabbit. Move my finger. Down below her, there's a rabbit there in the background too. Okay? And the rabbit is all about fertility. And she's sitting there on her throne, and there's water. Remember, we talked about that on another video. I hope that video actually loads, because the other one was about life-giving waters. And here we go with the water again. So she's got everything that she could need. She's got the wheat below her, which we can make bread with. We've got the water, which we can wash ourselves with, wash our clothes with. Sustenance, because we need water. We're mostly made out of water. The trees for shade. She's got her comfy chair, which is her throne. And then she's got her opulence. She's wearing everything that's, to be seen as a queen or an empress type of garb. This is going to happen rather fast. Once you do have the all clear for those finances to come, they're going to come super fast. And again, they're not only promising you a one-time hit, which would be this one, would be a one-time wonder, one-time hit. No, you got the 10 of coins, baby. So it's going to go really, really well for you. All you have to do is just stay in the Empress status. Just stay in that status. I know sometimes it's hard, because it's not hard to have faith. I'm going to say that twice. It's not hard to have faith. It's hard to stay and walk in faith. Because I can always say, oh yeah, I have faith. I believe in God. I believe that God will give me a blessing or that miracles can happen. But then, as soon as we say that, almost as soon as we let that out of our mouth, that utterance, we end up saying to ourselves, man, this is taking too long. And all of that plays on your mind, and you start losing faith. So it's hard to walk in faith. It's easy to have faith from our words outward. But having real faith, saying, you know, things are really hard, but I'm going to choose to stand in faith. Something's bound to change. That's really hard, isn't it? So stay in the Empress energy. And no matter what it feels like is happening around you, stay in the Empress energy. Because when you decide to stay, and I don't care if you're male or female, the Empress is embodying opulence, prosperity, abundance, fertility, and Empress-like energy. The way you carry yourself, like your royalty. So when you choose to stay in this energy, that's when you're going to get this. You can get everything you've been waiting for. But you have to stay in this energy. Because if you function from a lower vibrational energy, it's not going to happen. Or you're bound to stay in this energy of the waiting game, and the waiting game, and the waiting game. And if you're like me, I've already had enough with the waiting game. You know, somebody recently said something that I was watching earlier, and aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Oh, hail to the yeah, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I'm tired of the waiting game. So again, my advice, stay in the energy of the Empress. That was part of the video that the gentleman had asked, one of my subscribers had asked for, and the reference to the number 8, and I deleted it because I didn't feel it was good enough. I will be talking more and more and more about that. But energy-wise, vibrationally, you must embody the energy of the Empress, male or female, in order to win. In order for it to, once you start doing that, once you accept that this is coming, once you accept it, it happens super fast and it happens super big. But you must remain in this energy, because if you don't, the other energies, okay, what I'm trying to drive home here is any other energies are too low of a vibration, even if it's a queen or king, in order for you to obtain what you're really wanting to hook, line, and sinker. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you really want all of this, you're going to have to remain in this energy. If you don't want that, or you're not tired, you stay in that low vibrational energy, and that's going to just keep you there. It's going to be an indefinite limbo. So please do as I say if you want to succeed. Now, I'm not in your life in that way. You are a free agent. You're not my child, and you're certainly not under, 18 years old. You shouldn't be. This is an adult channel. So I cannot make decisions for you, and I will never take those decision-making abilities out of your hands. You're an adult. I can only guide you. I can only be here as a guiding light, and I can only be here as an advisement. So, for those of you that actually heed all my advisement and warnings, man, you're about to finally cross the finish line. You're about to finally exhale, waiting to exhale. I think that's what I'm going to name this. Love you guys, and I hope that you will bear with me. I've had so many of my videos fail to upload. It's because the phone has been messing up so much. I didn't even want to save them on my phone. So no sooner was I uploading, I was trashing them, because that way I'd have the space to do my next video, and YouTube has been crashing. So thank you so much for your patience with it, with the process. I'm not the only reader that this is happening to. Be patient. YouTube is free to use, but it doesn't mean that they're just because they're so huge doesn't mean they don't crash. You've got to understand this as well. YouTube is so huge. I think there's over 1 million, YouTubers, and because of that, well, all servers crash from time to time. Either they're upgrading, or they just implemented an upgrade and the kinks are not out yet for whatever reason. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for viewing me. Please do remember to give me a thumbs up on the like button. Please do subscribe, because things have slowed down. Let's keep that momentum going. I already got 1,000 view hours. Let's go to the 2,000 view hours, babies. Push me, push me, push me. I love you and I thank you. Bye.